Hi there, this is Peter from Arandan, and today we're gonna do a little unboxing video for this new beauty I just got from ThreeTom. It's the Doppio, which is a drive and amplifier. So let's open it up and take a look at it. Alright, so this is it. I'm gonna be very honest with you. It's not the first time I opened up this box. I was just too curious. It's been well wrapped, and we can add this one to the list of wrapping without plastic. There it is, the Doppio. Nice touch of ThreeTom, as he always does. He signs it with your name and serial number. ThreeTom is Tom Verschotten is actually a very nice beardy guy. I don't think this is a self-portrait. He looks a bit different in real life, but he might perhaps wish to look like this. There you go, of course. Ooh, I get a blank. This looks much more like him. I didn't get any stickers this time. Least of my worries. Forget about the no plastic, but I think this is important. It's an anti-statical bag, and for electronics, that's not too bad. Now, how do we get this open? There we have it. The module itself comes with a free bag of silica. Yeah, I like how this looks. Now there's just one thing to find out. How does it sound? So here we have the Doppio mounted in its rack. We've got a little melody playing, coming in here left and right, two channels from the Clavis Twin Waves Mark II, so keeping it in the Belgian family. One is a stable note, the other one is playing the little melody. If you hear a delay in the sound when I'm doing something, that's not because of the module, it's because of the way I'm actually sending the audio to OBS, so everything goes real time on the Doppio itself. This is going out straight to my ES9 to an iPad, which is not causing the delay, it's something else in the flow. Anyway, so it's mounted here. Let's do a physical comparison between its sibling, the Steve's MS-22 filter, which I absolutely love, another great module by ThreeTom, and well-deservedly popular on a modular grid. You can see that the layout is quite similar, so we've got the patch bay here at the bottom, which is quite practical to have everything on the same side the whole time. The physical knobs are very similar, but these are smaller and these are bigger. Makes sense, there's more knobs here, he needed to make it smaller, whereas here he had more space, so he could make them bigger. The three-way knobs are exactly the same as the ones in use on this module, which is a great choice because they're very good three-way switches anyway. So, what we're listening to, as you can see in the oscilloscope, is a simple sine wave on both channels, and I'm using the sine wave because it's very easy to actually see what the distortion is that we'll be adding by using the preamp drive and the limiter here. So we've got two knobs, caffeine and volume. Caffeine is actually, so again the delay is because I'm transmitting everything to OBS in a Wi-Fi way, nothing to do with the module itself. So caffeine is actually the volume of the preamp, And then you can attenuate the whole with the volume knob back to a normal level. We'll see this a bit clearer where we add the preamp. So let's start doing that immediately. Multiply by 5. Bang, you see the module goes into the red immediately. If we scale it down again with the caffeine knob, it goes back to a sine wave, and then clipping starts. And then, as I said, with the volume knob, we can reduce the volume while keeping the wave shape which was created by the amplification controlled by the multiply by 5 and the caffeine knob here. So yeah, we've got a multiply by 5. We've also got a multiply by 21. Just regulate this a little bit. So like this. This is the max it goes. As you can see, it's almost a square wave now. So if you turn it down, it goes into a trapezoid. Back to a sine wave, of course, and then all the way to a square wave. So pure heavy clipping going on there, and you can reduce it to the volume you want with these two knobs. That's basically it. Now there's a drive and a limiter. Drive takes the sharp edge of the square wave that we were talking about. So you can hear this makes it a little bit warmer. This is normal. You hear the high frequency because of the square wave, and with drive the high frequency really drops. So it warms up the sound, which is quite nice. Compare that to the limiter. The limiter makes it a little bit rounder. Well, there's still a sharp edge, sharp corner going down. So you still have the high frequencies, but it's limited as the name implies. So let's compare the 3. Square wave is pure clipping. Drive warms it off. And the limiter just rounds it off a bit while keeping the sharp edge. Lower amplification again, so we can turn it up again. Same thing. So with the limiter you have much more rounded yet still sharp edge on the square wave. This is the plain clipped one, and in drive mode it takes off the edges of the square wave a bit, warming up the sound. Multiply by 5, it's less obvious than multiply by 21, but the effect is subtly still there. So that's basically it. That's all there is to this module. Sounds really nice, and if you look at the actual wave shape, you see it's really very clean and well done. Drive mode, it's really like somebody took a pencil and just drew it out, and then the limiter is really a very nicely done limiter. Now the Clavis Twin Waves has 2 oscillators that can cross modulate each other. If we listen to it clean, goes like this. So you can see that the wave shape is being distorted by the cross modulation. Now the fun really starts if we then start adding the clipping of the Doppio module. So let's go all the way. That's it. That's the overview of the Doppio, but as a bonus, I've got another module here that is a drive module, but it's tube-based from Frequency Central, the Thermo Nuclear, another module I'm pretty fond of. So let me do a quick repatch and we'll listen to what this sounds like. Okay, here we are again. It's patched into the Frequency Central Thermo Nuclear now. I have to say the module is quite a bit more sensitive than the Doppio, responds less well to the input volume being full volume as the Doppio. So, and when I put it at the same volume, input volume as for the Doppio, it sounds like this. There's already some distortion going on and you can see it in the wave shape. It's just not regular anymore. So I tuned it down a little bit to get back to the sine waves. Another thing that's going on is actually I needed to mix everything into mono to get here, so you get distortion because there's two waves playing at the same time. If we just take one, it's a nice sine wave. If you take the other one, it's also a jumpy sine wave because it's playing the melody. And that's what we're getting here. It's going up and down and jumping all about. But to show you the effect, I'll show you just one from time to time. So, it's all the way in dry now. If we change it into dirt, it stops because the gain is at 0. Need to add some gain. Now it's playing through the tube. As you can see, even in the lowest, in the cleanest that I can get it, it's not a sine wave anymore. It's clearly distorted by the tube already. We can try go look for something clear, but it just becomes worse. The other settings. Alt mode. This is basically also a preamp, just like the Doppio has this switch. I have to say these are nice switches as well, of course. Thermo Nuclear is a very nice module indeed. And switching to the other, but just the same. And if we mix them, it goes clippy all immediately. Blast on the Thermo Nuclear. If I turn it down, you can see to just one wave. You can see that it's clipping heavily as well. No way we can get back to a simple sine wave, but just turning down the gain. It's distorting from the go. Which is nice, it's the difference between the two modules. You get a lot of character with Thermo Nuclear, you get also a lot of character with ThreeTom Doppio, but it's much more, let's say, academic, it's much more perfect. Whereas this one is, obviously, because of the tube, pretty heavy. Another nice touch here is the tone. On the right, in some cases it goes, it gives a little boost to the treble. And on the left it's more of a bass boost. It's not very obvious in the signal I'm sending through it, but still the sine wave that we know and love, just completely demolished by tube actually lights up a bit more when you put it in hot. Dims a little bit when it's warm. I use this one a lot as well to just give some edge to a clean normal synthesizer signal. Basic modules, there's not too many parameters to play with. You can hear that there's subtle sound differences that allow you a lot of play. Add in the sine waves a bit more. There's some more heaviness, whereas this is very high pitched, very aggressive. Clean drive, very, I mean, almost perfect if you look at the oscilloscope, very nice. And on the other hand, there's the raw dirt of the thermonuclear. Which one do you like best? Well, the obvious answer is get both, which I did, and I'm absolutely happy with it because they both play a role. And I have too many signals in the patch anyway, so might as